Good morning, everybody. This is Bill with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. We hope your day is going well. Deb and I do. It's a little bit nippy this morning. I'd say the temperature is in the low 40s. This is Saturday morning. We had light rain all night. The weather isn't always perfect here in Florida, but we are in the kind of the northwest corner of the Florida Peninsula. So the climate tends to get a little better as you go further south in Florida. But we really appreciate this area and the fact that we're in rural Florida. Most folks, when they come to Florida, for vacation and whatnot, they're usually coming to the beaches, the popular places that those are the ones you see on all the videos and all that stuff. But this part of Florida where we're at is about as rural as it gets. But anyway, we thought we'd utilize this opportunity to talk about how we deal with cool weather. And also there's been another question posed here recently on the channel. Why don't we take our trailer up north, in real winter weather and see how the trailer performs up there. And we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But let me give you kind of a sweep of the campground this morning. We have a few people here already today. Some of these folks have been here for a while. That particular trailer right over there, you see, those folks are here because they follow us. And when we mentioned this campground last year, they came up and told us this year that they're here because of us. So we appreciate that. But quite honestly, I'm a little surprised that there's not more folks here, because this is a beautiful little campground and the price is right. And it's a perfect hub to travel and go see the interesting things like St. Augustine, Cedar Key. We've talked about this before, and the weather isn't always like this. So kayaking is very popular in this area, even in this time of the year. But why don't we go see what Deb's doing right now? She's nice and cozy in the gazebo. While I'm walking by the gazebo, I will show you something here. We had some high winds a couple of weeks ago, and when these high winds came through, they knocked some branches down off of some trees, and one of them landed on the gazebo and knocked a hole in it. So our neighbor over here, he happened to have some Gorilla Tape. We were all out, and he came over and patched it up for us, so we appreciate that. We love our Gazelle gazebo. This will be our second full season in it, and we will be buying a new one. They're not that expensive, and I figure if we get 2 full seasons out of it, especially the way we use it, because it's going to be up for the full 3 months that we're here. So for the kind of use that we use, it's doing quite well, and we're very pleased with it. So wanted to throw that in right quick. But let's see how Deb is doing in here.
Need some help?
No, I think I can get it. I got her here. Oh, it is nice and warm in here. Yeah. Let me zip this back down. If I can I might need some help there, babe. You get it for me? There we go. Awesome. All righty. And we've got our wicker couch out here in the gazebo. We really like it out here. Sometimes we'll have it set up in here with more chairs around here, but we feel comfortable when we have around 4 folks in here all the time. If we want to visit with folks, we still have a safe distance between each other. And and then of course when the weather is more conducive, we have the panels down on the outside, so there's more of a breeze coming through. But today we've got the panels up, and with the panels up, these outside panels over here is what I'm talking about, the outside panels that you see here. When we have these panels up, they do a pretty good job of keeping rain out. It's got to be raining pretty hard before water will come in, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
today it's just yuck. It's just chilly and damp and yuck.
Yeah, it's a yucky day. That's all there is to it.
It could be worse.
Absolutely, absolutely. The temperature here is probably in the low 40s, maybe 45. maybe.
I would look, but I think it's around 45 right now.
Okay. But what was the temperature in northwest Arkansas this morning? Our stomping grounds?
19.
19. So
we can't complain.
No, can't complain at all.
No, we won't complain. I feel sorry for my children.
And we do have
and our friends.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we had one of my friends called me yesterday, and this was in the middle of the day, and the sun was shining up there. But he said, "I'll tell you right now." And yesterday was a nicer day than today.
Yeah.
He said the temperature. I
don't know.
He said the temperature up there was 26 degrees, and that was in the middle of the day. So.
And people. That is why we aren't there in the winter.
That's right. And we do,
That's why we did this.
We do have our propane fire pit going in here, and we experimented with this last year on the cool days.
And it's wonderful.
And it worked wonderfully. I was a little nervous last year. I kept standing up and double checking the ceiling up there to make sure it wasn't getting hot. I envisioned it melting and stuff like that up there. But that hasn't happened, Now I don't know what would happen if we was to really crank it up.
Well,
but there's no need.
You would be too hot.
Well, that's the first thing, yeah. And so it's
just on low right now. I think it's probably on medium because we just fired it up.
Mm-hmm.
But in a little bit, we can crank it down to low, and it keeps our living room quite cozy.
Yeah. So this is what we refer to as the living room. This is our outdoor living space, and with the propane fire pit in here. We can use it clear down into the 40s with no problem, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So we do love it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we did have a question posed to us the other day on our channel. It says, well, he didn't really pose a question. What he said was, and he's a faithful follower of ours, and we really appreciate you, by the way. I think he goes by Ted Jones or something like that, but we really appreciate all the comments on our channel, and keep them coming. But he said, y'all really should take your trailer up north and see how it really performs up in the northern area, because even though we're down here in Florida, and this is a point that he brought out, even though we're down here in Florida, he reminded us of the severe cold weather they had in Texas last winter, which was totally unexpected, and all the ice and freezing temperatures and power grids shutting down and all kinds of stuff. So he said it might be a good idea to take it up north and experiment with it. And the way that I think we would like to respond to that is, I'll be 70 years old this year. I guess that's the first way to start out.
Oh, why do you want to even talk about that? Good Lord.
And,
we have lived in cold weather. We have worked out in cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
We are done with cold weather.
Yeah. It's that been there, done that kind of thing, Mm-hmm. But when we had the red trailer, when that other thing hit and all the campgrounds were closed down and we couldn't travel, we ended up spending an entire winter in northwest Arkansas with the red trailer. And temperatures then got clear down into the low teens on several occasions. And we were never cold inside the trailer. The trailer performed well. Now there's a few differences between the red trailer and the trailer we have now. And first we'll cover the way we heated that trailer compared to the way this trailer is heated. That trailer, the red trailer, we had an in-wall 1,000 watt electric heater. Of course, we were plugged in all the time.
Yes, we had to be.
Yeah, we just had to be. We were plugged in all the time, and we could utilize that with no problem. This trailer that we have the mini split, which also doubles as a heat pump in cold temperatures.
Right.
But let's face it, folks, a heat pump is not gonna, even though there's claims out there that they'll do this and they'll do that, the heat pump is not going to take care of you when you get down into the mid-teens or lower.
Right. Well, when we were in a sticks and brick, we lived in a house that had a heat pump.
Yes.
And we, in the wintertime, in the house with, 1,200 square foot house, we were cold.
Yeah.
In the wintertime.
In fact, we had a Mr. Buddy heater, and we would set it up in the living room while we were watching TV, and had the ceiling fan going on low, pushing down so it would keep the heat down around us, so we'd feel warmer in the living room while we were watching TV. And this was a modern house, in Bella Vista.
Lots of insulation.
Right. And
but heat pumps just I forget how much difference in temperature they do, but it's only...
They're only good to a certain point.
Yes.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And when you get down into the mid-teens, the heat pump ain't going to do nothing. Now, we did not have anything propane powered in the red trailer, nor do we have anything propane powered in this trailer. And, you know, a lot of folks go with propane. We preferred not to go with propane, and we're not saying that the people that do have propane are doing it wrong. No, but not by any means whatsoever. It's just simply our preference in this stage of our lives.
Yes.
Okay. The only thing that we have that runs off of propane is that little puppy right there, and that's it. That's all we've got that runs off of propane, and this is our own choice. So, as far as insulation is concerned, between the red trailer and this trailer, both trailers had a full 1 3/4 inch insulation, foam board insulation on the walls and the ceiling. Both of them. The red trailer and this one as well. This trailer also has 3/4 inch foam board insulation on the floor as well.
Yes.
What we did when we had the trailer spec built, we had them raise the doors an extra inch to accommodate the fact that I was going to be installing 3/4 inch foam board insulation on the floor, on the existing 3/4 inch plywood floor that comes from the factory. And then I was going to put a layer of 3/8 plywood on top of that, which is what we did, and we covered that in some videos here a while back on that. I'll see if I can find the links to those and share them for folks if they want to look and see how we did that. But you know, we when we were having the trailer, designing the trailer and sending all the specs down how we wanted it built, that's one of the things we included was we wanted the doors raised to accommodate the extra height we were going to be adding to the floor when we did that. So, but that's the way we chose to insulate the floor. Even still, though, regardless of the fact that we feel like this trailer is insulated just as well, if not better than the red trailer was, still, the only heat source that we went with on this particular trailer is the heat pump, which is part of the mini split, which also is an air conditioner as well, which it works fantastic as an air conditioner. But when we get down into the low teens, it just ain't going to do the job, and we already know that, you know. Now, we do have a little auxiliary 1500 watt electric heater, which we could use, but they're power hogs. That's all there is to it.
If we were plugged in.
So we'd have to be plugged in to be able to use that. We couldn't run that at all off of our system. So that's why we're not going north. One more reason why we don't want to go north this time of year is because, let's face it, there's a lot of people that don't know how to drive in ice and snow. And, you know, I've driven in a lot of ice and snow, and I've never had an accident on ice and snow, as near as I can remember.
But we prefer to stay.
But we prefer to stay away from the other people. I don't want to be out there in case someone gets messed up, or, you know, God forbid if I get messed up as well, and either I hurt somebody or somebody else gets hurt, you know. So we don't see the need in going up there, and the van is just simply not set up for that kind of travel. It's just a standard 2-wheel drive van. We love our van, but if I was going to do something like that, I would want to have everything set up where it would handle everything just fine, you know, and right now we're just not set up for that kind of travel. That's all there is to it. So
Summertime now.
In summertime, you betcha.
We're headed north.
We will. We'll be headed north in the summertime. But anyway, those are the main reasons why we're doing what we're doing. And for the most part, weather where we are right here, because we spent time here last year, but this time of year, we were here last year. And for the most part, we had temperatures that, you know, ranged in the 70s or so and above.
But we did have a brief period, and I call it Florida winter. Yeah. It's 1 to 2 weeks, and we're in it right now. But like I said, where we're from, it's a whole bunch colder. So basically, we're not complaining.
No,
but
we're
in
not
a few
complaining
weeks,
at all.
couple of weeks, by the time the rendezvous, if it's anything like last year,
the weather should be awesome.
It's going to be beautiful.
Right.
If it's anything like last year.
Right. Right. And you know, what's the date today? 22nd.
Today's the 22nd.
January 22nd.
So we're a month out.
Yep. A month away. February 21st is when the Tiny House Adventures Rendezvous begins. And the last time we checked, the campground is full.
We've had a couple cancel because of health issues or different things.
But there was someone there.
Someone else has grabbed it.
Right.
But I understand the cabins. She's still got a couple of cabins available.
Okay.
If you're interested in one of their cabins, we'll post a link to their website.
Yeah, we'll do that too. Yeah.
And then, of course, we've got our shirts. And we had someone ask us if we had long sleeve available, and no, we did not. But today, Bill and I are layering up a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got our long sleeve sweaters underneath our t-shirts, and you know, that works perfectly.
Yeah.
And we forgot to mention last time that Sherry Fialco with VDS Promo is who did our logos. And is helping us with our website, which is now up and running.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry, so much
yes,
for that.
Sherry.
It's been a while. It took a while, but things are starting to come together
we really
on that.
Appreciate her.
And we need to mention, too, that we have hoodies available, and those are long sleeve, and I think they're available in various colors as well.
Yes, they are.
In
various sizes.
At least black and red in various sizes. I think they go up to
I think it is
4X.
black and red only.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just simply looking at the black personally, but
yeah.
that is on my list.
Right. So there are hoodies available at our merchandise store. So if you decided you wanted to get one of those, then you'd have your long sleeves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
We like dressing in layers, but I do want one of the hoodies.
Oh yeah, we're getting one. We've got ours on the way, and our hats. So anyway, we're really excited about as time goes on. Our trailer is almost completed on the inside. We've got a few more things to do. Won't be long. We'll be finishing up everything in the bathroom.
That's the day we're looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for the day that we actually move into the bathroom and finish that. I got to build a new toilet seat on top. I've got to finish lining the walls.
We've been using it.
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, we've been using it since first time we moved into it. But
it's not finished.
No, I got to finish the other two walls in the shower. Right now, we just have cheap shower curtains hung on that to protect the paneling behind it until I can get the FRP up on the other two walls.
And we've got to hook up our fresh water tank and pump so that we can go boondocking.
Yes, which is all going to be done here. We have all the parts to do that, so it's all going to be done here.
It's just getting Bill to work.
And we're going to mount an extra auxiliary gray tank in the van, which will be covering that too. And a feature that we included in this trailer, which we haven't covered yet, where we can pump off the gray water in the trailer into the gray tank in the van and just simply drive the van up to the dump station when we're at campgrounds that only have a dump station.
We are a firm believer in letting that van be our workhorse.
Let the van do the work. That's all there is to it. I don't know what else to say right now. You got anything else you want to cover right quick?
We really appreciate each and every one of you and watching us. And check out our website, tinyhouseadventures.com.
iRidetinyhouseadventures.com, all one word. iRidetinyhouseadventures.com.
And here again, we'll put a link in the video for that.
Yes.
And hope to see a lot of you at the rendezvous, and the ones that don't, we'll be sure and film some of it so you can be part of it.
Yeah, we'll be filming a lot during that week.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to let you all go. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you know what we always say. We're not camping.
We're living.
You guys get out there and do some living. I mean it. Bye-bye now.